V's has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen standard on Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist, take your pick. The choice is yours. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hey, welcome back into the Bambino studio here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, brought to you by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. We go to Republic, Missouri here. Dateline April 26, 2024. Talking with the Republic Tigers baseball team and head coach Kurt Plotner. Coach, hey, thanks so much for your time today.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Coach, over 500. You've played a very daunting schedule. Talk about the season up to this point for the Tigers.
Yeah, we have played a good schedule, to kind of hopefully prepare us for the postseason that we got coming up here in 2 or 3 weeks. And, like you mentioned, we're over 500, but we've really had a hard time with some one-run losses. We've had 9 of those out of the 12. Can't really put our finger on anything specific that's going wrong because it's usually something a little different. But the good news is I don't feel like we're playing bad. We're just getting beat somehow and not finding a way to win some of those games. So we've just preached patience, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll be on the right side of some of those one-run decisions.
Well, you look at just your last 3 games, all one-run losses, 6-5, 6-5, and 2-1. So obviously you're right in the mix. Just got to get a couple things to go your way, maybe a bloop and a blast, a ground ball with eyes, so to speak. But you guys are really playing well.
Yeah, we've played real well for the most part all season. Like I said, just been on the unfortunate end of some really good ball games with some really good teams. And you mentioned a bunch of things there. I would take anything at this point to be on the right side of one of those games. So we're just going to keep at it, keep working, and hopefully it rights itself in the next couple of weeks.
Well, you playing in maybe one of the toughest conferences. In the state, the COC, or Class 6, District 6 member, a very difficult district there as well. A lot of teams in your situation just right at or above 500 up and down that district. But are you relatively healthy at this point of the season?
We are. We had some injuries early, but we've got some guys back, and we should be healthy going into it. And just like you said, I thought at the beginning of the year there were 5 or 6 teams that could win our league, and I felt like there were 4 or 5 teams that could win our district, and I still feel that way. There's a lot of really quality teams in this area, and we're just fortunate enough to have that opportunity.
Got some of your upperclassmen there alongside. If you wouldn't mind introducing them one at a time here, and we'll visit with them.
Yeah, on the far left, my far left, I guess if you were right on the screen, is Trace Harrington. And Trace has been our first baseman, pitched quite a few big games for us already this year. He's committed to go play at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville next year.
Trace, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. First, on behalf of the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet, congratulations on being part of our Athletes of the Week segment. And I've got one question that it's mandatory, and I'll ask everyone. Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yes, always. I never take it off.
Very good. Trace, tell us a little bit about the position you play and what your roles and responsibilities are.
So I play first, and I'll pitch occasionally. So I feel like my role at first, obviously, is I'm in almost every play. So I kind of have to be with my head on a swivel, and I got to be ready for anything to happen, especially for the occasions like PFPs, like we went down last year. That's something I got to be, with my head on a swivel on, like I said. And then when it comes to pitching, I just started my role pitching this year, starting a lot more games. I'm usually closing, but I got to start performing better on the mound. So,
Trace, how does the preparation, on game day differ between days where you're not pitching compared to days you are pitching? What are you doing mentally and physically, maybe a little different, to kind of get prepared for those games?
I feel like mostly on the mound when I'm preparing for the game, especially when I'm hitting and pitching. I'm not thinking about a lot, but on the mound, I feel like I perform better hitting when I'm pitching because it clears my mind a lot when I go up to the plate because I'm more focused on pitching and getting through the game. But when it comes to being on the field, I'm really just trying to keep my head clear and kind of go out there and just have fun with these guys.
Very good. Well, Trace, again, congratulations and thanks for being part of the show today.
Thank you.
Okay. Coach Blacker, who do we have next?
To Trace's right, we've got our catcher, Wyatt Woods. Wyatt is the quarterback of the football team as well. He kind of anchors our pitching staff from behind the plate. And he was a second-team All-State performer last year. And he's done a great job again this year.
Wyatt, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. And we've actually met. Wyatt was part of the Springfield Area Quarterback Club Player of the Year. And Wyatt, tell us a little bit about your preparation. Being the catcher, what are you going through on a daily basis?
I just try to keep my body fresh. We play a lot of games. And being the only really catcher on that staff, I just try to stay fresh, keep my legs loose throughout the day, try not to get any soreness, and just stay locked into the game.
What's it like, kind of developing a relationship with that umpire behind you, during a game? Obviously, you want to keep him clean, and then have a good relationship. So kind of tell us a little bit about that. And do you have certain umpires, you don't have to tell me who they are, who you really enjoy when they're behind you?
Oh, yeah, I definitely have a few that I really like to have behind me, but I just try to keep them safe as much as possible. Like, I don't want them getting hit because then that's just them getting frustrated with me, I feel like, or our pitchers. So I just try to, or on a pitch, I just try to ask them where they think that was, if I think he was a little out, or I think he was on the plate, or what. Just keeping a good conversation going with them throughout the game to keep them liking me a little bit.
Do you find that kind of helps you a little bit as well when you're at the plate as a hitter, when you've had that relationship?
I always feel like I'm always got the catchers on both teams back because they've been protecting throughout the game. So I feel like they're always on my side a little bit.
And White, same question. Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yes, sir. I always wear my seatbelt.
White, coming into this season, baseball season being your senior year, talk a little bit about, do you make mental notes or check marks by games that you really look forward to? Are there more games? Maybe it's a rivalry game. Maybe you know someone on the other team. Maybe you know them through another sport. But are there games you really look forward to?
Yeah, there's always the Nixas and the Webs. There's always those games, but I just try to keep my focus on every game because every game is a big game in this league. So I just try to keep my head focused on every game.
Wow. White, also congratulations on being part of the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet Athletes of the Week segment here on the Missouri Sports Network.
Thank you.
And Coach, who do we have next?
To my immediate left, we got Cade White. Cade's kind of been our number one guy on the mound all year. He's done a really good job for us, and he's committed to the University of Central Arkansas next year.
Cade, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing well. Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Of course, I always wear my seatbelt.
All right. Very good. What are you doing during the day? Let's say, for example, tonight you're going to the mound. What are you doing throughout the day to kind of get prepared? And actually, probably nobody in Southwest Missouri is playing tonight. But what are you doing to kind of get prepared throughout the day, physically and mentally?
Throughout the day, I just kind of always have my earbuds in. I always got my headphones in, listening to music, kind of staying locked in, staying focused. I always like to just keep a clean headspace and get ready for the night.
Let's say you're on the mound and on a pitch-by-pitch basis. What are you looking to accomplish? I mean, are you trying to hit the corners? Are you trying to throw first strike? What are you thinking about on a pitch-by-pitch basis?
I'm always just looking to get out. It doesn't matter if it's strike out, pop out. Just trying to be as efficient as possible. Trying to go either it's on the edge of the zone, inside. I'm trying to be efficient. What I think the best pitch needs to be low, tailored, and trying to get out.
Very good. Well, again, Kate, on behalf of the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet, congratulations on being part of the Athlete of the Week segment.
Right.
And Coach Blotter, we've got a couple left on your right. Tell us a little bit about whoever you like.
Yeah, on my right here, we got Devin Hughes. Devin's been a 3-year starter for us at shortstop. Done a fantastic job. I would say one of the best defensive guys in Southwest Missouri. I think he's second on our team in run scored, and he's just been really valuable to us for the last 3 years. He's committed to go play at Jefferson College in Hillsboro next year.
And I apologize, I didn't catch the first name.
Devin.
Devin, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Of course.
Tell us a little bit about your roles and responsibilities on the team.
As for my roles, I just try to keep everybody up, keep everybody engaged in the game, especially when I'm in the field, because it seems to always get pretty quiet when I'm in the field. But I got to be a leader, and I got to make sure everybody knows what's going on all the time.
Being in the middle of the infield, kind of the captain so far, so much as of the infield. Are you looking in? Do you know what pitch is coming? Are you well aware of what pitch is coming? Are you letting outfielders know?
When there's a runner on second, I usually take a peek in and make sure that it's not easy to see what the signs are coming and make sure they're not picking off signs for the batter. And so I'll let the pitchers know or the catcher know to pick up the sign a little bit.
Very good. About where do you hit in the lineup?
I hit 2-hole. I hit right behind Garrett here. My role is to just hit him around, when he gets on. He's usually on most of the time. So.
Very good. Very good. Well, on behalf of Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet, congratulations on being part of the Athletes of the Week segment.
Thank you.
Coach, our last victim.
Yeah. Garrett Westman. And Garrett is our center fielder and our leadoff hitter. As Devin told you, he's on base quite a bit. I think his on-base percentage is around 560. So he's been a great catalyst for us at the top of the lineup. And he's going to go play next year at Mid-American Nazarene in Olathe.
Garrett, how are you today?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Outstanding. Tell us a little bit about your role and responsibility and being sort of the captain of the outfield. What is that verbally? I mean, how are you communicating with the left and right fielders, and what are your responsibilities?
Well, being a captain of the outfield and center, I always just want to make sure that everyone knows what's going on. They know how many outs there are, like where to throw the ball if they get it. Make sure they're playing at right depths, right spots in the outfield, so they have the best chance to get the ball if it hits them. And then, like that, I said, just want to, since I'm lead off, I always try to start the game off early. Make sure we have a nice lineup behind me, so I know I can get on the base if I get on base.
Outstanding. Well, were there games coming into this season that you were looking forward to?
Coming into the season, I was really looking forward to the bigger games. I'm not the biggest fan of the smaller schools, so I always look forward to playing them Liberty North, the Lee Summit West, Nixos, Webbs. I'm always looking forward to those because it's more of a challenge, brings more excitement into the game to me.
Outstanding. Well, you decided to attend Mid-American Nazarene in Olathe, Kansas. What went into that decision?
Well, my religion of Christianity first led into that, getting closer to that. And then I also just wanted to go somewhere that I could play baseball and also get a degree that I enjoyed. So those all led into my decision of going to Mid-America.
Outstanding. And do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yes, sir, I always do.
All right, very good. Well, congratulations on behalf of the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet. And Coach Blottner, you've got several games remaining. When is the seed meeting and where will districts be held?
We're actually going to play at Kickapoo for our district tournament this year. Our seed meeting is on Thursday, May the 9th, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Very good. Well, Coach, I really appreciate you helping get this set up, and look forward to getting to see you guys play. And as always, I appreciate you coming to Bambino's Italian Cafe for our leadoff club. And we look forward. You may be done this year, but we've always enjoyed you being there.
Yes, I am done for the year, but I'm glad that you got that going. It's a great way for us to showcase our kids and our teams and keep up the good work.
You bet. You're watching and listening to the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Have a great day, everybody.
Make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great